All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dr. Stone, Season 3, Episode 8. Holy shit, everybody's petrified.
Everybody. They got him.
Yeah.
They got beamed. Mm-hmm. And like we said in the previous episode, this thing's mobile. They're able to get this to be pinpointed in a specific place and not hit anybody else, and it's not big enough to actually encompass the island or anything like that. So,
Ginro, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
And now, yeah.
Yeah, but I liked that Ukyo's discovery led to this kind of like a, oh shit, wait, what's going on here?
Yep.
And I do think it is a bit interesting that after that discovery was made, then they got petrified.
Right.
Meaning that there's a very high likelihood that they were being watched for a while, but there's even a bit scarier possibility that they were even being like listened in on or something.
the whole bit that they said of like, oh, well, we can know that they don't have radar or sonar because they haven't done any kind of response. That is theoretically out the window now, right?
And this was a response.
This was a response, and that could absolutely be the kind of thing where it's like, oh, they were able to find the boat, but they're not going to find individual people on the island, right?
No.
It's not that precise,
Right.
So yeah, who knows what we're in for?
The other cool thing is that if they wanted to, they could wait to see who comes to go investigate the boat as well. Because once they,
Oh yeah, it's a very good thing that they didn't go back to the boat, I think.
Yeah. Right, but they can wait on the beach as well and see who comes to investigate the boat.
Yep.
But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
I love little skull and crossbones on the device.
Right. Okay. 5 years ago.
Okay.
Shit. On the island, okay. Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And nobody really believes it.
Shit. Oh no.
That's
That
okay.
is...
Two tops.
Oh, the two young people in the OP, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Shit.
Well, okay.
No way. No way.
Oh, shit. It's like petrification grenades.
Don't look at the light, just... Shit.
And that's small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they would have like thrown her off the boat or something.
Oh, it did get her almost, but... That's why he changed the trajectory. The creepy guy.
Oh, yeah.
He could tell. Okay, and then she just swam to safety. Crazy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Right, okay.
Which means anyone can use it, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. She's practicing still. Yep. Instant. Yeah, we're already aligned. Yep. Don't need to worry about that. Yeah.
There are mechanics to this.
There are mechanics, yep. Right.
Ah.
Yep. Alright. We can't lose. It's too fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, she's intentionally been trying to do this, yeah.
Yeah.
So they probably also know his type and all the other things, yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Ha! The Gorilla Gang is back.
Yep.
Yep.
She wouldn't even need the petrification weapon. Just get close enough to break someone's neck.
We're gonna up your pheromones and yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna be so funny.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yes. Right, because your lab's on the ship.
Shit. They've got people guarding it already.
Yeah. This is where Suika would come in.
True. And odds are Suika would be smart enough to not move too much. Hopefully they haven't thrown the petrified people into the water. That would be very smart for them to do it, but...
Yeah. But if they know somebody's gone onto the island, yep, they could be using it as bait.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's right there.
It's the actual person.
No. Oh, okay, interesting.
All right. Oh, the master's been petrified.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the vibe too, yeah.
Yeah, because that's also the ultimate way to protect himself from being turned on.
Yeah.
Because he's just, you know, a dude.
Which means they could unveil that and get everybody else to join against him.
Right, because even if they take him out, if he's not the master,
yeah,
it wouldn't put them at the top.
Shit. Oh!
Yeah.
Damn, Kohaku. Fuck. Fuck. Shit.
Damn this dress.
Stupid dress.
That's something juicy enough. Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Ah! Nice. Nice. Yes, yes, perfect.
Oh my god.
Indeed. Oh my god. Gen is OP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So did Suika already sneak back on? Oh. Right. So he kicks Suika off.
Ah, and maybe she saw that, so she...
Yep. So all this in a fraction of a second. Yeah, the archer fires. Whoa!
Nice.
Well done, Ukyo!
Nice!
Holy shit! Who's the smallest you can send? Yeet! Yeah! Live on! Right, and he was also also in the water.
Oh shit!
And just barely missed him.
Now, hope you have enough breath to...
Nah, he's a great swimmer. He's from Ishigami Village.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's such
They
a cool
each managed
bit.
to save somebody.
Yep, yep. So then he hid in a barrel.
Sure.
Yeah. Holy shit. This would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, but this is also great. The one who wasn't courageous is
Right.
now gonna have to be a hero.
Right, right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you originally didn't even want to be here. This was
Yeah.
just an act so you could be cool.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yep, yep. Hide, hide, hide. Perfect.
Nice. Awesome.
Message received. Shut the fuck up!
We're doomed. Yeah. Watch, Ginro and her are gonna end up together.
Super rare Taichu
yeah.
and Magma. SSR for
Yeah,
these
yeah.
three. Yep. A gotcha pull.
I love it. No.
Yeah. Oh, nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Very well done.
Holy shit.
They moved. He could tell. Oh.
Did Suika save you?
Yeah. Or the oil and water. Goats. Ah. Yeah, they all remember their 100 tails.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
Maybe there was a good gacha pull after all.
Yep. Yeah, so someone took it and moved it.
Oh, shit!
That's awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
knows it's Suika.
Yep. Here
Yeah.
she's a god.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I felt
All
like
right.
Suika's been underutilized recently. The
double SSR, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Because, like, she had a lot of times that she was needed in season 1, you
Yeah.
know? So it's nice to... But, oh, man, having Ginro also be here, that's... Like,
Yeah.
after all, if this is One Piece, and we're looking for the One Piece, we need an Usopp.
We need an Usopp, yeah.
And now we have our Usopp.
That's true.
Fuck yes.
Holy shit. We've
Holy
got
shit is
ourselves,
right.
A lot of stuff here.
Yep. I absolutely
exciting.
loved this episode. This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so good. Like, as far as, like, okay, stakes were properly set already for, like, this conflict as a whole, right? With something visceral to make us care.
Yeah.
But now I feel really invested, not just in the why, but in the moment by moment of how this is going to go. Like,
Yeah.
the whole situation with Ginro being here,
Right.
I cannot emphasize enough how much I love that. Suika already being, like, an absolute legend, you know, with just hiding things and sneaking around and whatnot. Yes. Awesome. And we've already met the antagonists, too.
Yeah,
Great.
so Ibara, Maz, and Kirisame are our trio of antagonists so far.
Yep.
They serve the Master, but we already have some theories that we're cooking up about why the Master is not around here in a direct sense, but also is said to be young. So
Yes.
we'll get into that later. But having this conflict be one that's very simple in the mechanics of sneaking around, having to make sure you don't get hit with the beam coming from the
Yep.
the petrification stone or whatever it is that's being slingshot there.
Right.
Also showing that it was the same mechanism both times in which it was fired here from a slingshot from the same person using the slingshot. And then both times there were different sizes of the wave.
Right.
The first wave was, 5 years ago for the people trying to escape the island. Oh, no, we don't escape here. You guys are just going to get petrified.
Yep.
There's no,
Yeah. Nothing
no
else.
like
nothing
recovery
else
or
to
anything.
It. Yeah.
That's just it. They probably dumped
Right.
them in the ocean immediately after that.
But then with a ship this size, of course they investigate. And by the way, something that I just want to throw out there, if they think that there might be people on the island that they need to find or something,
Right.
well, hey, you brought two people that they would be very interested in pumping for information.
True.
Because you put them in a prison, which basically means these people are our enemies.
Yeah,
So
but they're going to be petrified.
they're going to be petrified. But if our theory about, the master is right, they might specifically unpetrify them,
Yes.
get information, and then repetrify them or something,
Or something of that nature.
Or just recruit them or whatever.
If they have the means to petrify, they probably have the means to unpetrify. And that is something that is very terrifying
Yep.
from our villain's perspective.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is where we could cook a little bit here. So, the Master being the quintessential, yes, everything is there to serve me. That gives us a very specific character profile. So if we're going to put on our Gen hat here, I think that the Master being young doesn't fit the profile.
Nope.
That sounds a bit too lazy,
Yeah.
if you will. And young people are not as lazy. They're a bit more ambitious, a little bit more...
Especially in this show.
Yes, especially in this show.
While there theoretically could be the thing of they're young and so they're sort of not really doing much and this Ibarra guy is like the one that's really running things, that's possible.
That's
but I
very
don't think that's
possible.
the kind of thing that this show would go for.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more likely that, what we're thinking is
Yeah, so if you had the petrification technology just easily accessible to you here,
Yep.
why wouldn't you just intentionally use it on yourself to live forever?
Right. Well, you wouldn't be able to do things physically, but as Senku
Right.
proved, you can still think. You can stay conscious.
Yep,
So
and it has nothing to do with affecting your age.
Nope. So that in and of itself is crazy. But then also, yeah, if you were to have people that you really truly believed to be
They served you.
served you and were loyal to you and maybe even dependent on you.
Or benefited by having other people believe in you as well.
Sure.
They're then motivated to keep up this facade that you're in control.
But that would solve the million-dollar question that I'm kind of surprised wasn't brought up before now of if we think that Mr. Y is the one that was doing the whole petrification thing,
Right.
how are they still alive? Now, I'm sure Senku figured it out like immediately when the thing happened.
Right.
You know, he just didn't bother to tell anyone
anybody
about it.
because he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to. Although that potentially could have been helpful because then it's if they're still around, then that means they also have the way to unpetrify and repetrify.
Right.
So then that could...
Yeah, and Wyman
Potentially
doesn't
been good to
literally have to be the one that did the petrification thing all the way 3,700 years ago.
Yep.
They could just be a descendant or what have you. But
Exactly.
the point is that by these people having petrification technology on slingshots, mind you, I think it's very likely, and I mean extremely likely, they have the means to revive people as well.
Yep.
Not just because, well, one, if you petrified people and you didn't give that kind of fear of, not only is this something that we can use, but we can then have you kept in this state, and at any point we want, we could bring you back. And, now you don't have any arms.
Sure. Yeah.
You don't have...
Yeah, there are so many things they could do here.
You don't have a family anymore because
They
you were
died 500
petrified
years ago.
Yeah, you were petrified for 200 years. We'll leave you there. Like, can you imagine the notoriety of having someone that's brought back and you get to parade them and they're like, who are all you people? And they're like, this one here betrayed us hundreds of years ago and we just now revived them. They don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Do you want to be put into the void of petrification for, you know,
it's absolutely fucking terrifying.
terrifying.
Now, I gotta say, the fact that their means of distributing the petrification is so primitive in, slingshot with a rope attached
The
to it.
earliest
and everything.
ranged weapon that humanity had,
Yep,
basically.
Yep. And, hey, it's simple, it's straightforward. If it ain't
Very
broke, don't
effective.
fix it. Very effective. But we had two of our bros each managed to save somebody,
Yes.
which I loved. Ukyo doing the, they both
Fuck.
figure out it's some
Fire,
kind of grenade.
grenade.
Boom! Deflect it.
Snipes it immediately. Doesn't obviously keep it off course,
Right.
but it
it's-
saves Ginro.
So it's like awesome. And then, Suika's small and aerodynamic. Yeah, just punt. There you go. Awesome. But yeah, oh man. Like there are so many ways that this can go now because there's also like multiple players involved because regardless of what the situation is with the minister versus the actual master, that's a whole complicated thing in and of
That could be a
itself
whole other
potentially.
thing, yeah.
But we also had something confirmed that's kind of ridiculous, in that it's not the actual master minister or whoever that has the petrification technology. That is something that is given out to underlings, which is, now granted, maybe only the most trusted and such,
The top two.
and loyal, the top two, but that's still a very big deal because any kind of power dynamic like this comes from essentially having a monopoly on the super weapon. So, letting other people handle the super weapon is a big risk.
Big risk.
Yeah, but clearly it's
working out.
It's working out. It is a stable society in its own little way. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And if you have the threat of, if you get brought in as someone that the master finds attractive, you essentially have a society built on slavery. And if you then give people the, here is the stick, but you give them the carrot of, but if you prepare yourselves just properly, you could be chosen to be one of the top two.
Sure.
And they specifically have then a society that's built around people needing to worship and serve the master and teach their kids to do the same so that they might have the benefits of being selected in the positive way
Right,
versus
rather than
the
the
negative way.
And I gotta say, I love the idea of Kohaku needing to infiltrate and all that stuff.
Yes.
Because if the master is just picking one person,
From every
Amaryllis,
village,
you might be the most, attractive and all that
But
stuff.
if we make you disappear, you won't
you
distract
don't have to worry about
for
that.
Kohaku.
But more importantly, we need the person who gets close to actually be able to do shit, right?
Right.
And just because you get close, if the, sneakily lifting the device off of him doesn't work or something like that, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Whereas, especially given that the minister that's always around is actually like a One Piece villain, like he's full on 8 feet tall or whatever, right? Like, yeah.
I mean, he's wearing a hat that's probably 2 feet.
No, right. But even just seeing him like standing around the people that were on the boat, like he was big. So having a gorilla that's actually the one that gets chosen might be a better tactic. Yeah. But well, she's Kohaku, so.
Yes.
Nothing about the presence and personality that you would traditionally associate with the, bashful Desu, yes. Right? She don't do that.
I kind of liked the joke of, that preparation that you've done is for someone who's younger, right? But given that it's the, we are only selecting 18-year-olds.
I'm sure that's a manga thing.
Yes, because Maz is a fucking creep.
Mm-hmm.
But Maz is one of the people with the master.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Maz has got, at the very least, some potential of the master rubbing off on him.
No, this is how they're going to make it so that, don't worry, the badass is not actually that creepy. It's that he wasn't looking for himself. He's taking note because the master will want this person.
Because he's all about the beauty competitions. Yes.
Right.
Walk, fashion, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. He's just very dutiful. He's the equivalent of the Kinro.
But let's be real. The whole thing of the aim ahead higher, that could just be something where it's the, hey, we want good spread to make sure that it, it covers as wide of an area as possible because we only have one shot with these types of things and whatnot.
And it might be his ability that she's the sniper and he's the, the spotter.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly.
But, it could also totally be a thing where he was wanting to have her specifically not be petrified.
Yeah, and groomed up to 18, so, yeah, gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our theories, we've got our conflict, we've got our players, and now, all right, I guess we just go into a full arc on this island.
Yep.
Where we only have 6 people in our squad now.
They're in 3 different groups because you've got the group of 4, right? And then you've got Suika who's doing her own thing, and then you've also got Ginro who's
he's gonna try.
He's gonna try. Yeah. But
I loved the gotcha references.
That was fantastic.
That was too funny.
And then the idea of using the signal of all we want is the lab, Hey, there you go, right? That's a very effective tool. Only problem is that Ginro's like, no, you guys help me. Wonderful.
I am curious if the master is someone if they have the petrification thing, or if they're at least someone with modern memories, potentially. What would be their way in which they inherited the petrification technology? Because the interesting part with this is that if we go by Ukyo's kind of logic here, we have to think about things from a timeline perspective. The petrification technology is not a part of the 100 stories.
Right.
Obviously.
Yep.
Obviously. There's no way it would be.
Yeah.
But if you had new things that got introduced into the equivalent of the Ishigami village's descendants and stuff, it would have gotten, made of importance if it was this kind of society defining.
Right.
So what I think we can also deduce here is that Suyu's is the actual first person to get away, because that's when the master showed up or was given the petrification technology.
Oh.
Because the master is young, for one, so that gives us a timeline. 2, the Suyu's family was running away. They were running away from attackers, basically.
Right. So, well, that could be something where they managed, a bunch of people have tried to get away.
Yes,
and they were the only ones.
No, that's very possible. That's very possible. But I think then we would have had more, because then it's an infinite amount of time. Basically, you could have gone back. It could have been 1,000 years ago.
Right. But I think there was something very telling about how in Amaryllis's flashback, the other kids, they were like, yeah, petrification thing or whatever. The way they were talking about it was almost like we've heard the stories, but we don't really believe it because we're teenagers, right? And so we're going to do our own thing. And then suddenly, oh no, they're being chased down. The thing happens.
Well, that's I think, a thing in service of my theory is that because it's so recent, yeah, whatever. It's not like we've actually seen it.
Gotcha.
If it's something that's been around for a long time, it would be used more regularly.
I suppose. Right, yeah, and
they would have more people to tell them, no, this is serious.
Right, but so both could work either in that it's been used a lot, but because there aren't a lot of people that would necessarily once you get it used on you, you're petrified, right? So there could be people that wouldn't believe it versus it's been so long that it's most people just don't do that shit anymore.
Sure, because that's also possible.
That's been sort of educated out of the society. But, teenagers break the rules because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
But
all right, y'all. That's great setup for the conflict here. But thanks so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.